Good morning and welcome to another day in my life. It is Tuesday, March 30th. Cannot believe it. It is almost April and almost Q2 already. 2021 has already absolutely flown by, but it is just after 8 and I didn't start my day quite as planned. Usually at this point I would have worked out and showered, but I'm still really trying to get back into a groove of all of my morning routines between our family emergency, moving apartments, and then just like my birthday and celebrating and everything kind of being not normal. Is anything normal right now? But you know what I mean. I had a routine, a groove, and then it kind of just got derailed, and I'm giving myself permission to be okay if I just do part of it. So I had the alarm set for 5:30. I got in bed at 9 and had trouble falling asleep, and then I slept absolutely terribly. Sam was a cover hog last night and I had a really bad dream, multiple bad dreams, and so when the alarm went off at 5:30 I was just like, it's not happening. So I immediately changed the alarm to 7. That is one of the benefits of sleeping with my watch, is that I turned off the hatch at 5:30 and then I set an alarm for 7 on my watch, and then went back to sleep for an hour and a half, woke up at 7, and then did my full morning routine and just let go that I'm not going to get a workout in before work. I'm debating trying to maybe squeeze in a workout during lunch, but I also have a couple errands to run and just it might not happen. I'm really kind of leaning into the April is a fresh start mindset. I wanted it to be yesterday. I wanted it to be Monday. Even though it's not quite the new month yet, it's Monday. I'm gonna kick it off on Monday, but I didn't have time on Sunday to really prep for that. And so I still feel a little bit like flailing, you know, treading water, trying to get to the new month. So I think I'm just going to give myself these last couple days of March to feel like I'm getting caught back up, and then start fresh on Thursday as like a new month. My April goals video will be up Monday, and you'll see that one of my goals is to work out Monday through Friday. And since it's still March, I'm like, it's fine. I'll just start it on Thursday. But anyways, so first things first, I'm going to get my day planned. I am filming a weekly, daily plan with me, whatever you want to call it, where I'm planning every day for a week and then I'm compiling it into one video. I'm filming that this week. So that's the first thing I need to get done. And then I'm gonna actually get ready for the day. I have a Zoom call today at work, so I just kind of want to feel a little bit more put together, and then we'll see how much time I have before it's actually time to start work. All right, it is actually lunchtime now, but I just wanted to show you a couple things. First one is I'm very impressed that I've kept these flowers alive and beautiful, even though we went away for the weekend, and I'm really impressed. I'm doing exactly what they say, which is trimming off a little bit more every other day and then adding a little bit of flower food and giving them fresh water, and I just absolutely love them. I'm so excited. That is why I've decided that this vase is a permanent fixture on my desk, and I'm gonna get flowers from Trader Joe's once these die. These are the ones that my friend sent me for my birthday. And then I'm gonna keep them refreshed and just always have fresh flowers on my desk. I just think it's gonna be so nice. I also wanted to go and show you, this is how I have my tripod set up right now for filming this daily plan with me. I'm just leaving it right here on my desk, and the background is white and it's perfect, and there's enough light from the window. It just works out so well. Here is a snapshot of my planner today and what we're working with. And then I went ahead and packaged up all of the things that I'm mailing. I had a couple planners. I meant to do all of this before we moved and just didn't get around to it. But I have a couple planners here that I am not going to use, so I wanted them to go to a good home. So I did a giveaway in my Patreon Facebook community to give those planners away. And then a couple of these are books. One of the things, here, I'll turn you around so you can see my face. One of the things that we started doing, this was like at the very beginning of Patreon, is what I'm calling like a community library. And so when you finish a book, if you don't want to keep that book and you're willing to cover the cost of shipping, which medium mail shipping within the US, it's like one of them was $2 and one I think was $3. So if you're willing to ship it, you can post it on the post in the Facebook group and send your book along to somebody else who will get value out of reading them. It just makes me so happy to see everybody sharing books. So I have 2 books and 4 planners that I'm getting in the mail today. And then also in the stack is our keys to our old apartment. Last night I went up to the old apartment and had it professionally cleaned by a cleaning service. And so it is now all clean and locked up, and I'm putting the keys in the mail to the management company today. And we are officially only in this apartment. So now during my lunch hour, I'm gonna go run a couple errands. I'm gonna go to the post office and drop off all those packages. By the way, I totally meant to mention this. If you are not familiar, you can print off postage labels, is that the right word, from PayPal. You go to paypal.com ship now. And you have to know the weight, obviously. So I just use my kitchen scale. I just use my kitchen scale and I put the package on my kitchen scale and I know how much it weighs. You can select if you want to ship it priority. So like for the keys, I used this 2-day priority mail bubble mailer. And so that's a flat rate shipping. I just paid that. And then for everything else, I did media mail, and you put how much it weighs and you can print the label, and then I just tape them on there. And then all I have to do when I get to the post office is just drop them off. So I don't have to wait in line. I don't have to talk to anybody. It's just super easy. So just something I learned, I don't even remember when I figured that out years ago, but it makes such a difference in mailing stuff. And then my second errand is to swing by the UPS store. So I mentioned this on Instagram, but I decided to go ahead and get a UPS box. It's like a PO box, but it's at a UPS store instead of the post office, just because the UPS store, the hours are more convenient in the post office. There's a couple other reasons. I did some research before I picked it. I'm not planning to list the address in the description of every video, just because I would prefer companies and brands still reach out to me in advance before they just send something. But if you would like the address for something, you're more than welcome to email me and I will send it to you. But I have something there. I posted it on Instagram and literally like the next day I had a package. So I'm excited to go see what got delivered. But I'm gonna swing by, at least like introduce myself to the guy. I mean, I don't know if it's the guy I was emailing with. I set it all up over email when we were still in our old apartment. And so I don't know if the guy I was emailing with is gonna be there today, but I'm gonna go swing by and grab whatever got delivered. All right, here are a couple things I got in the mail. This one is the one that was at my UPS box, and it is a gift from Catherine. She sent me the new Annie Downs That Sounds Fun book. I'm so thankful for this, because I am not buying books in 2021. I talked about that, I don't remember, sometime at the end of last year, and this book came out recently, and I have really been dying to read it, but I wasn't buying books, and it's not at the library yet. So I'm so thankful that she sent this to me. Oh my God, look at this. I'm just really excited to read this book. I've just seen so many great reviews, and I know it's a lot about adding in more fun and getting a hobby, and one of my goals for 2021, hi Charlie, Charlie's body is walking across, is to do things just because they make me happy, and I feel like that aligns really well with this book. So thank you, Catherine. I really appreciate that. One of the other things that I got in the mail just shipped to us is my new keyboard. So because of my new stand-up desk that I got, which I'll show you in a second, I need a keyboard in order to be able to kind of use it. Anyway, so with the laptop up on the standing desk part, I needed a keyboard in order to use the laptop. Let me just show it to you. So this is my stand-up desk right now. It's in sitting down mode. So I've got my monitor on one side and I've got my laptop on the other side. Monday through Friday, this will definitely be my work laptop that will stay here. And then on the weekends, I'll probably swap it out for my personal laptop, except for maybe the lives I do on Wednesdays. I might put my personal laptop here. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but for the most part, that was kind of the goal of the L-shaped desk, is to have one section that is all kind of my work stuff during the week. But then I wanted a keyboard so that the laptop can just be like a monitor and it doesn't have to be the keyboard anymore. So I got this one from Logitech. I don't remember where I saw, somebody recommended this. And the best part about it is that it connects to 3 different things. So I can assign it to you can't even really see it because there was a glare from the plastic. I can assign it to my work laptop as number 1, my personal laptop is number 2, and then number 3, I might do my iPad. I don't really use my iPad as a computer at all. I wonder if that's what this is for. Like when I got the stand-up desk, or if that's like a way to hold, I don't know. I don't actually know if that's what it's for, but I totally could put my iPad here and use my iPad as a computer, but I don't really do that. If I use my iPad, it's really more to like watch something on, or I'm writing on it with my Apple Pencil. Also, that cardboard box back there is my mirror to go above my dresser. All right, the other thing that I got in the mail, which I can't go set up right now because Sam is on a call, you might be able to hear him. His desk has not arrived. Actually, that's not true. His desk arrived today. It's not put together, but his chair hasn't arrived. So he is working from the living room until that is set up. And so I can't go set this up until he's done. But I got this on Amazon to hold our masks. I got this idea from my mom when we were in Chicago. She got hers at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I got mine on Amazon, but it's just, it's meant to be for like either jewelry or towels in the bathroom, but we are going to hang our masks on it and put it on. I'll show you this little cabinet thing that we got that is right outside of our door. So for a while, Charlie was sitting on the window, but now recently she's been loving sitting on the dresser right there between the makeup. Well, right now she's taking a bath, but she she's been laying there a lot lately. I don't know what's going on. Oh, she's so cute. Anyways, work was good, and the first thing I did after work was something I had on my list as soon as we moved and felt somewhat settled, and that was to finally make a bunch of doctor's appointments. So I normally get all my like annual appointments done in January, and January didn't really work because we didn't get back to Chicago until about halfway through, and we didn't know when we were going to be driving back. And then February, it was like we were already kind of in packing mode and moving mode. So I was like, I'll just wait till we move down here, especially because a lot of my doctors are down here, because I would go to appointments during the day, and so I would need them to be near my office. And since we're in the same neighborhood as my office, it's just so perfect. So I made my annual checkup with my gynecologist. I made an eye appointment. I made a dermatologist appointment. So there's 2 I have left, and they are the ones that are actually in the building of my office. And I don't know if they're open right now. So just an annual physical with my primary care physician, and then my dentist. Both of those are in my office building. And I think the dentist is open since it's separate from the company. It just happens to be in the same building, and pretty much all of his clients are employees of the company. Like everybody I know goes to see him. But then my just general PCP is part of our like wellness center that's in the building, and I don't know if that's open up yet. I don't know. So those 2 I still need to figure out. But regardless, I feel really productive that I did all those other doctor's appointments. I feel like I'm doing all the adult things that I need to do. For those types of doctors, I've always used the website ZocDoc. I just like that I can see all my doctors in one place. I can schedule appointments online without having to talk to anybody. For an extrovert, I hate making phone calls. So I just really like that I can see all of them. I don't have to remember like, oh, this is the person I see for this. I just make those appointments there. The eye exam, I did used to go to a LensCrafters up by our old apartment, but there is a LensCrafters in this neighborhood, so I just made it for this LensCrafters. But my dermatologist and my gynecologist were both down here in our new neighborhood, so that's just perfect. Now it is time to get to my communication routine. I am debating, so this is one of those routine things that I'm trying to figure out in the new apartment. So in our old apartment, I used to switch to the bed. That's where I would do my communication routine. If you're new here, or if you don't remember from a prior day in the life, my communication routine is all about responding to messages and comments and texts for Playing with Laken. So I sit down from 5 to 6 every single day, Monday through Friday, and I get through all of that. Sometimes it takes me the full hour, depending on how many Patreon texts I've received or how many comments I have. Sometimes it doesn't take me the full hour, but that's kind of how I have grouped all of that together. So what I used to do is I would move from, I was working in the bedroom, that's where my desk was, to the bed, and that's where I would sit. I'm thinking eventually I'm gonna go sit on the couch, just because I just don't love getting on my bed in the middle of the day. I don't know what it is. So I think at some point I will go to the couch, and that's where I will do that routine. But right now, that is Sam's office. It's the couch in the living room. So I don't really want to sit in this chair again. It's really nice out. Maybe I'll go sit outside somewhere. Like maybe I'll go find a bench. There aren't really a lot of benches around here. I don't know. But I do feel like maybe I could enjoy the nice weather and go sit outside and do it out there. But it feels like I should be taking advantage of this gorgeous weather, and I don't really have a comfortable place in the apartment that I want to sit in right now. So maybe I will go do that and go do my communication routine outside. Okay, here's a sneak peek at some of my April goals. I wanted to show you something I'm doing differently this month. I talked in a couple months ago in my goals video about my need to break down some of my monthly goals, because some of them are just more than the step that you see here. And so for this month, I decided to go ahead and put it on a sticky note, just for the 2 that really are, well, I guess this last one kind of has a couple parts too, but most importantly the furniture, and then organizing what we have. There's just a couple piles around our apartment that need to get organized. Actually, there's another thing to add to this list, and if you have watched my goals videos, you will not be surprised when I add recipes to this list. So I decided to just go ahead and use this sticky note. This is from the new Target collection, Post-it collection, and kind of broke those down. I'm obviously not going to leave it here covering up my weekly goals, but I just thought I would show this to you. I'm probably going to stick it either on the back of this page or on the opposite page. It doesn't really matter because it sits like this on my desk, but I just thought I would share that with you. All right, I'm back. I responded to all the things and posted all the things that I wanted to post today, and now I'm going to kind of shut down my office and move into the kitchen to go get dinner ready. Well, before I cook dinner, it's actually only about 5:30. It didn't take me near as long to respond to things today, so I'm going to work on the spice rack. If you guys watched my, I think it was 2 day in the life videos ago, I talked about the spice rack and I got a lot of feedback to not put it over the oven, so I am not gonna put it there, and I'm gonna put it in a different spot. I know a lot of you said to either put it in the pantry or in the cabinets. Unfortunately, neither of those are a great option. The pantry is not close to the kitchen and it just feels like a bunch of extra steps that would feel unnecessary. Like, while it would be nice to maybe not have the clutter, it also would just add extra steps when cooking. And then the cabinets are, they're just too tall for me. Like, I can reach the first shelf, but I don't think I would be able to see what was on the first shelf. So I'm just not even gonna go there. I'm gonna put them on the wall and use the shelves that I bought, and it's gonna be fine. So I'm filming this clip in here because Sam is out there and I can't, like, it'll be so nice when he can be in his office with his door shut and I can film wherever I need to be filming. But right now I am filming this clip in my office. So I came in here to sit in this chair to chat and tell you something, but I just don't want to disturb this cute fluff ball. Oh, she loves sitting on my chair. As soon as I get up, anytime, she's there immediately. So instead of disturbing the cute, sleeping, fluffy kitty, I came into the bedroom. So by the time I was done with the spice rack, which by the way looks amazing, I love the way that it turned out. The space is perfect. It's just, I'm really happy with it. I just didn't feel like making dinner at that point. We have a home chef meal that we need to make, but I'm just gonna go ahead and push that off to tomorrow. So we decided to go ahead and order dinner. We tried a Thai food place, was it last weekend maybe? Like, not this past weekend, but the weekend before last, that was nearby, and it just wasn't that great. Like, it was okay. It was a good value, the amount of food they gave you for the price, but the flavor was not great, and so we're trying a different Thai place tonight. We both get our, like, the same thing. I always get chicken pad Thai, and he gets chicken pad CU, I think is what it's called, that he always gets. And so we'll see if this place is better. So while I am waiting for it to arrive, instead of taking this 30 minutes to cram in something on my to-do list, I am gonna go ahead and start my new book. I figured if I start it now, kind of while I have this break and I'm excited about it, then when it's time to get in bed, I will be much more likely to pick up the book and read it before bed versus watch TV before bed, which is what I've been doing every night since we moved in. Okay, I got through one chapter and then our food arrived, but I still didn't have time. I don't know where I thought the time to actually eat. I like looked at the estimated delivery and I was like, oh, it'll get here in time. Yeah, but you have to eat it. So now I'm about to hop on the silent coworking and I'm also gonna be eating my dinner while we do that. But tonight I'm gonna be working on prepping this week's day in the life video and then finishing up some of the content for April. So that's what I'm planning to work on. This is something that we started last month. No, 2 months ago, actually. I think February is the first month that we did it, where we did a silent co-working session with all of the patrons. Basically what we do is we hop on Zoom and we hold each other virtually accountable to working on something. It's almost as if we're in a virtual coffee shop working together and just holding each other accountable virtually. We have people work on everything from working on their goals, especially the second session that's this late in the month. I have a feeling a lot of people are gonna be working on their April power sheets tonight or their Moxie Life goals. Last time we had someone tuning a harp. I mean, we have people working on all kinds of things. Some like physically do things like declutter or work out. And then some people just sit at their computer, like me. I typically do something computer focused during the session. So I'm excited to hop on and see what everybody is working on tonight. I turned off my camera for a second during the silent co-working so that I could finish eating my dinner because I figured they didn't want to watch me eat dinner. But right now we've got 28 people hanging out tonight. What I wanted to quickly talk about though was charging my watch. So I use my watch to track my sleep, and I get the question a lot, how do I do that? Like, doesn't my watch die? And so I charge it during this time in the evening when I know I'm gonna be sitting and doing nothing. So I'm literally gonna be sitting at my computer for the next 90 minutes. So I'm gonna charge it while I'm sitting at my desk. I also wanted to show my new charger that I got. I'm so excited about this thing. My dad actually is the one that recommended this to me. He got his in black though, but I love it. All right, it is about 8:20 and I got the video prep that I wanted to get prepped. I obviously finished my dinner and then I went ahead and did my evening routine as part of the silent co-working. You know, I originally was thinking, oh, I would do you know, 30 more minutes of work, and then I would go do my evening routine at 8:30. And I thought, you know what, my Routinary app tells me to do my routine at 8 o'clock, because I know on most nights if I don't do it at 8 when it says, I just get too tired and I push it off. So I took the Zoom call with me into the bathroom. Not all of my evening routine is in the bathroom. I mean, the first part of it is wash my face, brush my teeth, my skincare, all that stuff. But then it's like fill up my water jug in the kitchen, wipe down the counters, and then I move in here. Well, actually, then I kind of turn the lights down as kind of like mood lighting, you know, just like evening time lighting. Then I come in here and tidy up in here, and that's like, you know, my evening routine is all over the apartment. But I carried the laptop around and did all of my parts of my evening routine, and now I feel really ready to go. So when this is over at 8:30, I might get in bed early and go back to reading this book. That's like the benefit of me starting the book earlier, is I'm now into it and I really want to keep reading it. So that might mean I fall asleep and get to bed much earlier than planned, or it might mean that I read for much longer than planned. But either way, I think I'm gonna get in bed at 8:30. I might take another book in there with me. Sometimes I like to read more than one book. Like I'll read this one for 30 minutes, then I'll switch to a different book. Either way, I'm gonna plan to read as soon as I am done with this silent co-working. Charlie is walking all over everything. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog here. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. What is that? Oh, I don't know. It's probably not on my 2020 list. 2020 list? How do I get this open? But that's what it not to deserve. So I wouldn't deserve. Started uploading.